Wilds of Eldraine is living up to its namesake. Like Throne of Eldraine, this set now contains a high-priced, overpowered card that is likely to get banned in the future. In today's video, we're going to discuss that card, as well as talk about the likelihood of other cards being banned from Wilds of Eldraine. If you already guessed that the card we're going to talk about today is Beseech the Mirror, and you're thinking about buying this card, I hope you'll hold off, at least until we make it to the end of today's video. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out with me on the channel today. Now, Beseech the Mirror is the card we're going to discuss, but there's more of a financial impact than just this one card. It's what it represents when we look at the game and how Wizards of the Coast is going to treat cards like this. It's not like it was back in the day. Let me share the card with you guys again so you can get a closer look at the card. You can see it shot up in price to the average price of $69.95. The market price is still $37.86, but there's a lot more going on than just a price. This card is 3 black, 1 generic. It's a sorcery with bargain, which means you can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast this spell. And it says, search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If this spell was bargained, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. If the spell's mana is 4 value or less, put the exiled card into your hand if it wasn't cast this way. Okay, so that's what this amazing card does. It is a tutor. It's amazing, and for anybody who thinks it has drawbacks, remember, with token creation now, this thing is so easy to use that it's basically just disgusting, okay? It's a great way, causing a lot of synergy, and a lot of formats are recognizing this card right away. But here's the thing. We've had this happen before. If you guys weren't around, was it 2018, 2019? Oko, Thief of Crowns. That card shot up to $60+, 65, 66 bucks. Everyone was playing it. It basically busted up everything, and before you knew it, that card I think was one of the fastest banned cards I can ever recall. Wizards of the Coast was like, what were we thinking? Then they paused a little bit and was like, it's making us so much money. People are cracking Throne of Eldraine. What to do? We have to ban it. And they banned the card, and now you can get Oko for like 15 bucks. Okay, that's kind of what went down. You know, you guys can look it up for yourselves, but that's the gist of what I got back in the day. I remember all of a sudden I couldn't play it inside of Arena and stuff. And I was like, hey, I love my... We all get it. It was an amazing card. Everyone was playing it. But not only that, Throne of Eldraine had all kinds of cards that got banned. Okay, you guys can look back, but I think it was Once Upon a Time. Was it the Cauldron Cat? There was a whole bunch of stuff that got banned from the set. It was just broken and powerful, and players loved it. Sure, there was people who hated some of the combinations, but players loved it. And now, we fast forward to 2023. You're all here hanging out with me on this channel, watching this video. Some of you got your finger over the buy button to pick up that card. And I want to ask you something before you buy it. Before you think about stepping into the realm of spending, I guess that's what, $85 to $90 Canadian to get that card. And by the way, yes, it's sold out locally. I checked it out. The wish list has 200 wish list people on it. 200! People wanting to buy the card locally here in Toronto. That's crazy. Now you have the card. You've got your finger over top. And you're thinking, well, what? You're going to tell me it's going to get banned? Like Oko did? And that I shouldn't buy it? No. I don't think Wizards will ban it. Before, in 2018, 2019, whatever it was, when Throne of Eldraine came out, they wrestled with it probably a little bit, saying, it makes us money, but, you know, we gotta support the term and stuff. I don't think they think that way anymore. I think they want the cash. I think they don't care. I think they want the money. We've seen it time and time again. I don't think they're going to... They didn't ban the One Ring. They didn't ban the Bowmaster. You think they're going to ban Beseech the Mirror? Is that getting banned? Moonshaker Cavalry, is that going to get banned? None of them are. None of them are getting banned. At least not from what I can tell, because Wizards will go for the cash. They will go for the reprint equity, and they will realize, yeah, it's a couple of years of having to put up with this card, but then it'll just rotate out. It'll be loved in all kinds of other formats, and we can keep the money wheel going and cash in on this card. Cha-ching! It's like a license to print money, except for now, where before they wrestled with the idea of should they or shouldn't they ban something, is this too powerful, is this too broken? They don't care. They want the money. Let me reiterate that. They want the money. We know Throne of Eldraine was a loved set. It has good mechanics, good story. People enjoyed Throne of Eldraine. Wilds of Eldraine brings a lot of that around. I love it. I like the idea of it, the story, the characters, the cards. I think it's a well put together set. And we were just joking about how it has no value. So now, if it has no value and it's super low, and this is the only good card in it, like Meat Hook Massacre, like the original Oko, these kind of cards, they need that reprint equity to exist. So if you think they're going to ban it, nah. I think it's safe to say, click away. Yes, they'll reprint it at some point, and yes, your value will dive down in the year or two whenever they reprint it, but you could enjoy the card now if you really wanted to, because I don't think it's going to get banned. Now, if I'm proven wrong, cool. Wizards still cares, but I'm almost willing to bet a reserve list card of Soldevi Excavations. Almost willing to. Not quite, but almost. That I would win a bet that they won't ban this anytime soon. I mean, within a year. I don't see them banning it. Yes, I know it's used in all kinds. I saw that was in the Black Helm deck and stuff. I read the stuff. I'm like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. It's a quick tutor. It's easy to cast out. Goes into exile. There's great stuff about this card. It offers a lot of synergy, and it helps fine-tune some decks. I read the same stuff you guys probably read at home. But I always look at the financial side of how this may impact cards, money, the game, players' wallets. I want to know how that's going to affect things. I like to track it, look at it, and go over the data. And I'll tell you right now, this many people buying the card, this kind of shoot up in price. Wizards is just, it's raining money! That's all they see. They don't see Standard, Legacy, Vintage, Commander, other than the money it brings in. And when they hit a card good, amazing. Now, is that card broken though? Should it never have been made? Is it just part of the game mechanics of how fast the game is now? That is a debate that probably can go a lot of different ways depending on how players like you guys view the card. I'm looking at it from the money market sense that Wizards is greedy and they will not wrestle with it. If they didn't ban the One Ring and they didn't ban the Bowmaster, and now we got this card coming along, they're going to let it ride. Roll the dice, see what players do. And knowing that's not banned will give players the confidence to spend money on the card. And that's a whole other kettle of fish that they get more cash from. Yay! I can picture this stuff happening, guys. And if this goes off and everything goes according to Hoyle, goes according to plan, then what you'll see is Wizards may do this more often. They may jump ahead and players may actually gain some confidence. Forget about how powerful a card may be, knowing that Wizards isn't going to ban it right away and give them a couple of years of playtime before it's banned from Standard, and maybe it's just played in Commander, Legacy, Vintage type thing. Players actually won't mind that as much, I don't think. Being able to play a card and not have it banned in every format is something players enjoy. They like to try quirky, crazy combos, and this thing lends itself to that. It lends it to the possibility, which means if it goes off without a hitch, not too much fussy-mussy, then what's going to happen is you're going to see Wizards do it again. Players go, hey, this isn't that bad. And then another said, hey, this isn't that bad. And before you know it, you got a rhythm. You got a rhythm of how Wizards is doing things again. And you come to expect it. And when you expect it, players accept it. And when they accept it, it just kind of flows through the market like another piece of the puzzle. Crazy to think about, but very likely. And it's all because I don't think they care the way they did. And I think we can just expect Wizards to be Wizards. You know? You can expect what to expect. Like, you know it's going to happen. It's like, you know, oh, every day you get up, you get dressed, you go to work. It's your rhythm, it's your pattern. This is the same type of pattern being formed by the necessity to drive cash value from the company into the pocketbook, into the shareholders of Hasbro. Chris Cox needs money. Cynthia needs some new earrings and definitely needs to edit that Wikipedia page. And what you're going to see is more cash flowing. And that is something that I don't know how I feel about it yet. I really don't know. I was just thinking about the impact it was going to have on the financial side of things that I haven't got my brain around whether I care enough or not yet on how this affects things, because I like to play the game. I like to not ban a lot of cards. I think you have to find workarounds within the game to get around when somebody does a broken combo like that. That's what I think. So I have a hard time sometimes delving into all that, but I think it's going to be interesting to see either way how it goes. So now if you've got your finger hovering and think you're going to buy that card, let this make your decision for you. Let this help guide you in the path you think you should go on. Trading up for one, buying it in cash, whatever you choose to do, it's going to be really interesting to see how Wizards handles this if it really does start breaking a format or you have tons of complaints coming in from all sides. If they would ban it or let the dice roll and hope they can keep it in play and keep the value churning. Guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Slam those comments down. Join this conversation of deja vu Matrix style stuff from 2019 with Oko, Thief of Crown. Let's get this party started. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks for being here on the channel with me today. Of course, if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I upload content each and every day of the week. Love to see those comments in the comment section. Of course, every new subscriber is helping us get closer to 20,000 subscribers and the 20K party that everyone's going to be invited to. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another video. Have an awesome day. And don't forget, bring a friend to Magic. Hey guys, a big shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons I have supporting this channel, my amazing YouTube membership members. Without these patrons, daily uploaded content is impossible. So remember, shop smart, shop S-Mart, and patrons, you rock. I'll be honest. Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. 3/4 of a cup of coffee. You know why? Do you know why I have all this coffee in my cup? It's not for lack of trying. It's because it's for lack of time. This is an extremely busy time of year for the Mox Man. So I apologize if I haven't been as much in the comment sections, if I haven't been responding quickly enough to Discord messages as well as emails. I'm really sorry. It's not the way I like to plan things out, but real life work can be killer. This is a brutal time of year for me, so I have to stay on top of like the work stuff. And then of course I get to YouTube as soon as I can. So I apologize to everyone. I don't want anyone to feel neglected, especially my patrons. So thanks again, guys, for understanding. I'm getting to them as soon as I can. I'll get to a lot this weekend, and I apologize. And you know what? I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna share something with you. I'm gonna share just something. No, I'm not. No. You have to wait till 19K like everybody else. What do you think this is? But I am sorry about not getting there as quick as I can. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day.